Let us calculate electric field along the axis of the dipole. Hope you understand the by term axis. Okay, axis of cylinder, axis of cone. If we'll join the two charges, okay, if we'll join the two charges by a single line, this is called the axis. And if we'll divide exactly into two parts, that means perpendicular bisector, that will be called the point of the perpendicular bisector. So axis is along the line of joining the two charges. So to find the electric field along the axis of the dipole, first let us understand the diagram very carefully, because the diagram is the first step and we can just extend it if we understand the diagram properly. If your diagram is not proper, or if you do not know where to write which quantity in the diagram, then you cannot derive this formula. Okay, so first of all, see the diagram. I will explain each part including the directions in the diagram. It includes vector, and student, you have already learned vectors in class 11, so you have to be very clear regarding vectors. It may seem easy to you by seeing from the textbook, and there may be so many doubts regarding the where to give the minus sign and what are the directions and all. So first of all, you should understand the concept of vector very carefully, then only if you understand the concept carefully, then only you can proceed further. Okay, so let us understand the diagram first. See here, I am having two charges, one is plus q and minus q. These two, because it is a dipole, they are separated by a distance of 2a. Okay, O is the center of the dipole, so the center of the dipole divides the dipole into two equal parts, so this is A and A. Now the direction of the dipole is from negative to positive, that means from this to this side. See, direction of dipole I have given from negative to positive. This is clear. Next we will take a point R at a distance R from the center of the dipole. Okay, the point P, here the point is P, and this point P is at a distance R from the center. You have to take the distance from the center of the dipole. Okay, now here two things. I have used the red ink, and see, I have written two things. One is E vector plus Q, one is E vector minus Q. Okay, first we will see the plus Q. This is the plus Q. So we know that electric field for plus Q charge is radially outward. So what is the direction of this electric field at point P? Due to the charge plus Q, it will be radially outwards like this. See the direction I have given. Okay, and electric field, the direction of electric field for a negative charge is radially inwards like this. Okay, so see the direction I have given for minus Q charge at point P. At point P, due to minus Q, the direction of electric field will be like this, towards the negative charge, towards the negative charge. Clear? Okay, now one more point here. See, the arrow marks are not equal to each other. Here for plus Q I have drawn, for plus Q charge, the electric field, the strength of the electric field, see, okay, the length of the arrow, in the last video I have told you about electric field lines, the length of the arrow shows the strength of the electric field. So one common sense we can apply here, as point P, see point P and plus Q. Point P is very near to the charge plus Q, and it is far from minus Q. So obviously, so as we know that near the charge the electric field strength is more. So P is nearer to Q, so the electric field strength of at P due to plus Q charge will be more. So I have given a long arrow mark here. And as P is at a large distance from Q, so as the point P is far away from the charge minus Q, so the electric field strength will be less compared to plus Q charge. So to show E minus Q, I have given a small arrow mark here. Hope you understood this. Okay, that means one field, electric field, the magnitude of one electric field is more than the other electric field. And now we have to calculate the net electric field, that is E at point P. That means we are having two vectors in two opposite direction, one towards left, one towards right. Towards left strength is more, towards right strength is less. So what we will do, we will find the resultant electric field. So if this one is 3 I cap this is 5 I cap, so the resultant will be 2 I cap. We'll see further. Okay, so second step, we'll go for, already I have mentioned the distance of P from the two charges, that is point P is at a distance of, see the distance from the charge I have written first from minus q, from the charge minus q. So P is at a distance of, you see, from here to here it is r, from here to here it is a. So it is r plus a from minus q, and from plus q if you will see, from here to here this is r, here to here this is a, so it is r minus a. So P is at a distance of r minus a from plus q. Distances we have calculated. Now what we learned, by seeing the distance, see here electric field, we know the formula for electric field, E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is constant, q also we have taken by magnitude of q is constant in both the cases. Okay, and only dependence is r square, that means r, that is the distance. Okay, so here as the distance of the point P is not equal from plus q and minus q, so the magnitude of electric field at point P due to positive charge and negative charge is not equal to each other, that I have written here. So magnitude of electric field due to minus q is not equal to magnitude of electric field due to plus q, because the distance is different in the two cases. Now the direction of E is also opposite in each other. Okay, now we have two vectors in two opposite directions, so resultant electric field we can find by difference of two vector, if we will take difference of two vector, if we have not mentioned the direction. Okay, only if we are having magnitude only, then we can we can take the difference of two vector, or if we are having the vectors with their directions included, then we can add the two vectors. Example I will tell you. So here first we will write the first, that is electric field due to minus q charge. Here I am writing the vector. So how we write the vectors? Any vector A can be written as magnitude of the vector plus into its direction. That means A vector equal to magnitude of vector A and its direction. Similarly I will write E vector minus q equal to magnitude of vector E and its direction. Here it is point to note that what is the direction of minus q vector, you see here. Okay, E minus q, vector E minus q, the direction is towards right. You see how to give the direction of this electric field. Here the dipole is having a direction. We have learned the dipole is having its own direction. What is the direction of the dipole? The direction of the dipole is from negative to positive. So with respect to the direction of dipole, we will assign the direction of electric field. That means whether the electric field is along the same direction of the dipole or in the opposite direction of the dipole. Here electric field due to minus q charge is towards right, but our standard direction, that is the direction of the dipole moment, is from this side. See the directions, they are opposite, towards right, towards left. That means we can write the direction of electric field due to minus q charge is opposite of the direction of the dipole moment. That is, here I have written, you see, E vector E minus q equal to magnitude of the vector E and its direction is opposite to P vector. Okay, this is the direction towards left, we are having towards right, so it is minus of P. Here don't confuse with the minus sign. The minus sign here is just because of the unit vector. Okay, it is not because of minus q charge, because vector is written as magnitude and the direction, and the magnitude, this minus q charge, magnitude of minus q charge is plus q only. So in place of now the magnitude of this electric field for minus q charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by, what is the distance of minus q distance I have already written, r plus a, so r plus a square minus p cap. Okay, similarly we can write vector E due to the positive charge q equal to its magnitude and direction. Now you see the direction of E plus vector and P. See here, the direction of E plus vector is towards left, and the direction of the dipole is also towards left. That means they are along the same direction. So you can write P cap. So here I have written the direction as P cap. Okay, so 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q. And what is the distance of the positive charge? Positive charge is at a distance of r minus a. Positive charge, this is r minus a. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a square P cap. Okay, so we have already written the two vectors. So we are having two vectors. You see example, we will see if a vector is 5 I cap, b vector is 3 I cap. Here I have only written, I have not given the direction. Okay, so what the resultant will be 5 minus 3, that is 2 I cap for magnitude only. If I will write like this, a vector equal to 5 I cap, b vector equal to this is suppose minus 3 I cap, then I will not subtract, I will just write the addition of the two vector, that is 5 I cap plus 3 minus I cap, it is 2 I cap. Similarly, here as we already have written along with its direction, one is P cap, another is minus P cap, no need to subtract again, add the two vectors to find the resultant. So the total field at point P is E equal to E due to plus charge and E due to minus charge. Plus charge and minus charge I have already mentioned, you see. You continue. So it is q by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus a square P cap, same q by 4 pi epsilon naught r plus a square minus P cap. Okay, so here what is common? Q and 4 pi epsilon naught is common and P cap is common. Here minus sign will come here. So the denominator, this is all mathematical, you can understand by your own. The denominator you see here, r minus a square r plus a square. So LCM r minus a square r plus a square I have taken here. Here the numerator will be r plus a square minus here r minus a square. So you see how I have solved the numerator and denominator is very easy. Okay, so the denominator is r minus a square r plus a square, I have written it twice, that is r minus a r plus a into r plus a. R minus a and r plus a, you know that it is a minus b, and a plus b, it can be written as a square minus b square. Similarly, I have written r minus a into r plus a, it is r square minus a square. Similarly, this is r minus a r plus a r square minus a square, and the numerator it is a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. So r plus a plus r minus a r plus a minus r plus a. Okay, this is mathematical, hope you understood. So next step is q by 4 pi epsilon naught, this is cancelled. So I got 2r into here 2a, and the denominator here is r square minus a square, r square minus a square. So it is r square minus a square whole square, and the unit vector is p vector, numerator is 4ra. So we will take when r is very greater than a. If r is very greater than a, that means the point P is situated at a very large distance from the center of the dipole. That means r square will be very greater than a square. So here we can neglect the a square term. So if you neglect the a square term in the denominator, it will be having r square square. So E axis will be equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4ra r square whole square P cap, that is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4ra r to the power 4, r and r to the power 4 will be cancelled, and r to the power cube will be remaining. So A axis is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, this is 4a by r cube. E axis equal to 4qa by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube P cap. The condition here you have to write clearly, that is r should be very greater than a. So here we can write this formula in terms of electric dipole moment, that is we know that dipole moment P equal to q into 2a, that is 2qa. So the above formula can be written as 4qa is, it is in the numerator, we can write 2 into 2qa, that is 2 into 2qa is equal to P. So E axis will be written as 2 in the numerator, now it is 2p divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 4 pi epsilon naught r cube p vector. So, this is the formula for E at axial point, that is at a point on the dipole axis, and the condition is r is very greater than a. The formula in terms of q and a is E axis equal to 4 q a by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube p cap, and in terms of electric dipole moment it is 2 p by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube p cap.